and picking up that third down conversion.
Wilson Pat Henry's become more and more of a factor, particularly in the run game. Here's Klubnik off to the races. They pick up right where they left off against Appalachian State. 55 yards and a touchdown. That half in the history of the program. Now they're 9 for 9.
And just a beautiful job here, dialing it up by Garrett Riley. They fake the jet sweep, working right to left, get flow from the linebackers, and they come back with quarterback counter with the guard and the left tackle are blocking and kicking out those linebackers, which allows plenty of room for Cade Klubnik to hit that hole and take off into the open field. Just a terrific start for the Clemson Tigers.
NC State brought a blitz. Mafah runs right by it. Mafah down the sideline and out of bounds near the 45.
A sigh of relief breathed, but hopefully he'll be able to return to the game.
Second possession for the Tigers. This is 2nd and 6. And a man wide open. A touchdown. Antonio Williams. A 31-yard strike. And they've scored touchdowns on their last 10 possessions with Cade Klubnik at quarterback.
And just a great job by Cade Klubnik. You're actually going to see Davin Vann be allowed to kind of rush into the backfield because of the miscommunication between the right tackle Blake Miller and Jake Brenningstool, but great job by Klubnik, escaping, keeping his eyes downfield, and throwing it up to allow Williams to high point it and make the play in the end zone. And a great job, too, by Williams on the scramble drill, getting behind the defense and creating a big play.
Brought over this year from Coastal Carolina, injured in their come-from-behind win last week against Louisiana Tech. Bailey blasted by T.J. Parker. The ball's out, and Clemson has it.
Klubnik on the move right here.
Klubnik play fake, and he could not be more wide open. Antonio Williams, his second. T.J. Parker forced the fumble. Klubnik to Williams for the second time today. NC State has won 2 of the last 3 in this rivalry, but both were in Raleigh. They haven't won here since 2002. They've dropped 9 in a row at Memorial Stadium. Hollywood Smothers got smothered for a loss of 2. C.J. Bailey throws, and it is caught. Nice throw with some touch to Keenan Jackson. Some debate whether or not they should alter it as he goes along. He kept the ball, bounced off the first hit, but does not survive the second. A.J. Hoffler with the original contact, and then Barrett Carter helped finish him off. They've struggled to rush the ball all season long, and that continues so far today. Quick pass, KC Concepcion. The ball ripped out by Avion Terrell, and he picks it up. He's out of bounds back at the 38-yard line, but it will be Tiger ball. And they have Phil Mafah back on the field. He takes the handoff, and he might take it to the house. Touchdown, 38 yards.
He grabs the jersey and gets him behind the sticks again.
C.J. Bailey has a man open and a completion. Justin Jolie across midfield. They bring a blitz, and it works. Sammy Brown, a true freshman, one of the top recruits in the country. 7 touchdowns throwing, 3 rushing. He flipped it to Bryant Wesco, and the freshman dropped for a 2-yard loss by Bishop Fitzgerald. Man wide open. It's Jordan Waters with the touchdown. His first touchdown reception. His first career touchdown pass. And his parents love it. Well, the coaches felt he wasn't decisive against Georgia. That was a lot different against App State. Again, different caliber of competition. TJ Moore, the freshman, 10 out of 13 for 128 and 2 touchdowns. They flip it to the speedy Cole Turner. Cole Turner gets a great block and a touchdown. TJ Moore, the freshman, helped him finish the run.
Might have gotten away with a little bit of a jersey grab there on the end of the line of scrimmage against Jihad Carter, but still one of the fastest guys on Clemson's roster, Turner.
Passed for more than 10,000 yards. There was a very high-profile entrant into the transfer portal. Here's Kendrick Raphael. This offense has had some moments, and that one goes for 16. Troy Stellato bounces off a would-be tackler and fights all the way to the finish. And they'll line up quickly on 2nd down and 2. 3:40 to go in the half. 35-7. Clemson, 5 touchdowns and a punt on offense. More shaky tackling, and Haynes goes down at the Wolfpack 42 in the arms of Aiden White. Halfway through that spring, he tore his other ACL and missed all of last year. Jay Haynes, touchdown, Clemson.
The tackle box for NC State, which means run all day long. They go with the quarterback draw to just get a little bit more separation, write them off. And yet they're still a relatively young team when you look at some of their key contributors.
They bring the pressure on Bailey, who pulls it down and goes down back at the 15-yard line. A slew of Clemson Tigers there for a loss of 11. So Noonkester on to punt. Antonio Williams already 2 touchdown receptions and a nifty punt return back to the 27-yard line. Nolan Hooser 2 for 2 at the beginning of his career as the Clemson kicker. That's a 21-yard field goal. Over 100 yards for the 2nd game in a row for Mafah. Klubnik, another man open. More bad tackling, and then Adam Randall, after he broke free from 2 defenders. So often a team that's out of the shotgun all the time when he goes under center, that's exactly what he's trying to do. And if they do in fact snap it, stay disciplined and stop the play. Touchdown, Adam Randall joins the touchdown parade. They're over 50 again with 51 and the extra point still to come. Randall, who was in the doghouse after a couple of mistakes in their week 1 loss to Georgia. App State wound up scoring 20 points, a lot of it against the 3rd, 4th, 5th stringers. There's a walk-in touchdown for Kendrick Raphael. Coach Goodwin in anguish on the 6-yard touchdown run.
Scores, but I mean, this is by far the biggest hole that an NC State ball carrier has seen.
Dabo Sweeney very high on Vizina. Executes the fake, throws it out wide to Adam Randall. And another big gainer for the Tigers.
That's a good rep to evaluate. Still accurate under duress.
They're going to blitz him. And he goes down for a sack. Sean Brown led the way for the Wolfpack defense for a 3-yard loss.
I wonder if UCLA can maybe try to exploit those.
There's an interception picked off by Ashton Hampton, the freshman, with lots of blockers. A touchdown. If 52 from the offense wasn't enough, here's 6 from the defense. 47-yard return. 32 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And
a great job here by Hampton. On the last drive, there were 3 different penalties against Clemson corners where underthrown deep balls resulted in a PI. This time he sees the ball, stops, makes a play on it on the underthrown deep ball.
In the battle for the Textile Bowl. Kendrick Raphael threw a big hole. And he's down inside the 30.
Limited snap exposure is huge, huge, to be able to get these reps and challenge your depth.
Hollywood Smothers breaks a tackle on the corner, lunging for the pylon. It looked like he got knocked out of bounds just shy of it. Smothers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Similar to the Clemson game 2 weeks ago, when App State wound up finishing the game at 20 points, playing largely against. Not long ago retired after 15 years as vice president of the Kansas City Royals and a long career in baseball. Most of the fans have left on what has become a very hot afternoon here in the upstate of South Carolina on the last day of summer. Temperature into the 90s. Kendrick Raphael down the sideline. They can't get him out of bounds, and finally they do inside the 10. Raphael 94 yards rushing now on 10 carries and a touchdown. Demarcus Jones is in at running back, and he has a touchdown. So you would not expect an NC State team to pack it in, and they haven't. They're going to fight all the way to the end.
Getting everybody involved here, and
this will be 10 straight losses at Clemson for NC State. But they're going to add on another touchdown. Terrell Anderson, a 40-yard score. Nice day for Adam Randall, leading the receiving corps with 5 catches and a score. Paul Tyson is the 4th quarterback in. The great grandson of Bear Bryant takes a knee.